Disclaimer. The following video is strictly my opinion. Please don't hate on the video because my opinions don't match yours. I know that's what the internet likes to do, but sometimes people on the internet are idiots. I also have no intention of offending the content in question, the people who made the content, or the content's fan base. Without further ado, enjoy.
Hi, I'm Steven. You probably guessed that by the name of the channel. And you're probably noticing that something is different about this video compared to the past videos that I've done. And you're right. My hair is slightly longer than usual. At the time I started writing the script for this video, which is one of the rare videos that's actually fully scripted, I had just finished playing up Rhythm Heaven Fever. Yeah, no, this game is essentially Rhythm Heaven. For those confused by that opening bit, the game I just finished was a game called F.I.S.H, or F-I.S.H, which is a game by Tim Kashani, better known as Timotainment online. The reason I know who that is because I watched a video of him playing a game where a pumpkin comes into a store, tells you he's hungry, and then asks you to give him the butter. That is a very real game. In November of 2020, he released his first game called Ascent, in which you play a ball that precision platforms up a mountain. If you couldn't guess, this gave me getting over it with F.I.S.H flashbacks. Which means I'm not gonna play it, and I never will. But then one of my friends on Steam gifted me this game, and I thought, hey, I could use this game to make up for my misgivings as a content creator because coding for a bachelor's degree in computer science takes up too much time. So I accepted his generous gift, let it rot in my Steam library for about a month, and then played the game. So let me just quickly run you through the general plot of the game to see what we're working with. Spoilers if you want to play the game for yourself and don't want the entire game ruined for you. So basically, you learn from your instructor, whose name is Classified, that the title of the game is actually an acronym for F.I.S.H Interstate Security Department. Yep, game really knows how to acronym. Next thing you know, someone will be joining the NASA Association Space Program. Your job in the game is to stop various types of fish with a stop sign, and that's all the story you get. Now, I could go through each of these levels and discuss them like a normal person, but that's conformity, and I don't support that. So instead, I'm gonna rank these levels based on how hard it is to get a perfect score on each of them, because that's what I feel like doing for this video, and also, I am obligated by my non-existent lawyer to collect all Steam achievements in every single player game that I play. Hence why I will never play Getting Over It with F.I.S.H in my entire lifetime. Also, before we start, this is me reminding you to subscribe to my channel, because if we reach 1K by the end of 2021, I got a special surprise for you. Oh, and also, do this, this, and then this. Okay, I'm gonna go put a hat on because my hair is annoying me. Starting with the easiest level in the game, we have level 11. Now, for those who haven't played the game and are very confused by this ranking, let me show you the full gameplay of this level, which is the fastest level in the game at 320 beats per minute. The title of this level is called One Tuna, which, yep, that checks out. And since this is the only level where you can't not get a perfect score, the placing is justified. And to absolutely no one's surprise, number 16 is the other easiest level in the game, which is level 1. I mean, who could have guessed? I could go into depth about why this is placed, but it's the first level. It's pretty simple. You just 1, 2, stop, and then you repeat that like 50 times. It's not hard gameplay. And this was also the only other level where I got a perfect score on my first try. So, yeah. And coming in at number 15, we have Barracuda. Wait, I got it round the second. Barracuda. Like with level 1, this is one of the 3 levels where you only need to memorize one fish pattern throughout the entire level. Minus level 11, because a singular fish does not count as a level in my eyes. And for those wondering what happened to level 2, well, number 14 is level 2. I'm not joking. Now, some people think I might be confusing the numbers 2 and 3 and also point out that Steam numbers do not lie. Well, I have 2 counter arguments to that claim. One, fuck you. This is my list. I do what I want. And B, I hate to admit it, but despite the fact that this level is easier on paper, it took me more tries to get a perfect score than Barracuda. The other Barracuda. F***ing green screen, what is going on with you? And now for the next placement, we're gonna jump forward a few levels to a level called Quiet. Now, if you couldn't guess by the title alone, the gimmick of this level is that there is no music, meaning that this level is all about having muscle memory, despite the fact that a lot of rhythm games require, you know, music. But surprisingly, despite the fact that this level is harder on paper, it's actually surprisingly simple. It only took me like 10 tries to beat the level, but that's probably because I'm a musical theater nerd and I've memorized music theory like the back of my hand. In other words, I'm an asshole. Okay, so the next level I'm gonna talk about is very hard to pronounce, so I'm just gonna spell it out for you. I'm gonna be honest, it's hard to talk about this level because the only thing that's really hard about it is its lack of consistency. Which, to be fair, a lot of these levels have a lack of consistency. So really nothing too special aside from the lack of a name. Which, by the way, is pronounced. And what do you do before you play a level that has a fucking consonant for a name? You play level 7, the level in the game that makes you realize that this game is actively trying to give you carpal tunnel. This is the level that introduces the swordfish, whose stop sign pattern is pressing the trigger key 5 times in quick succession. I would be lying if I said my hand didn't cramp up while playing this game. Now this is the point where certain people will refer back to the Steam numbers and say that level 4 is easier. Once again, I have 2 counter arguments. A, in this level you only need to memorize 2 fish patterns, while in level 4 you need to memorize 4. And 2, carpal tunnel. That's the name of this song, by the way. Card up there. Oh, by the way, for those thinking I was talking about level 4 as a comparison, nope, that was a way for me to slightly spoil the list for you. Haha, I win again, Satan! But yeah, anyways, number 10 is level 4. Like stated before, I personally think that this level is harder than level 7 because you need to memorize less fish patterns. But also, this level starts the... My voice cracked. But also, this level starts the pattern that a lot of levels down the line have. Rhythm patterns like this. Like seriously, how am I supposed to get that on my first try? What in God's name is this bullshit that you put in this level amongst the other bullshit you have in this game? Like faking the player out thinking it's the end of the level when it's really not. How do you sleep at night, Tim? And now we get to Triangle Tunnel, the hardest level before hitting the double digits in my opinion. The challenge of this level comes from the main gimmick, that being these little pillar things that cross over the screen from time to time. And even though they don't take up a significant amount of the screen, by God are these things annoying. This is the textbook definition of artificial difficulty, folks. This stage gimmick is so annoying that it even tries to cuck you out of a perfect score by blocking the fish indicators. Nice try. I see right through your bullshit lies, Mr. Kashani. I know the shit you're trying to pull, and it's not gonna work on me. And now we get to the 3 sequel levels in the game, levels that take previous levels and try to make them harder. Starting off with Barracuda. Nice try, Just Shapes and Beats footage. Honestly, there's not really much to talk about here, it's just Barracuda. Wait, no, the other Barracuda. Honestly, it's just the other Barracuda, but they shifted from A major down to E flat major.
This was a mistake on my part. I meant to say E minor instead of A major. I swear I know music theory. Please don't sue me.
And they add 38 extra fish. And yes, I did count. So with nothing better to talk about, let's move on to the other sequel level in the game that's slightly harder, Quiet. With 2 exclamation marks this time. Once again, nothing really to talk about except that it's just a harder version of the first one, with swordfish because the last one didn't have that. So really it's just level 6 executed better. And now that I've talked about the 2 least interesting levels in the game, let's talk about the other sequel level, which is the DLC level. You want to know something frustrating? The DLC for this game came out while I was writing the script for this video. I was almost done writing it, and then I find out from the comments section of the video of the game footage that I stole for this video that the DLC was coming out literally the day after. And he didn't even announce it on Steam, he announced it on his Twitter. And I'm not on Twitter, because Twitter is toxic as shit. Anyways, let's talk about the level itself. Like with the other two sequel levels, it's not really interesting, except that, this one made my hand hurt a lot more than level 2. So it's harder by default. And with the sequel levels out of the way, let's talk about how I bamboozled all of you with my clever use of lies and deceits unless you know how to count. Remember in number 9 when I said this? And now we get to Triangle Tunnel, the hardest level before hitting the double digits in my opinion. Well, guess what? That was a f***ing lie. Because I never talked about level 5, which I like to call the onion level. Because onions is Shrek. I don't fucking know. I don't really know what to say except, this part. He thought it was so hard that you have to do it twice. Yep. And now we talk about level 15. Oh, what, you thought it was gonna be number 1 because it's the last level of the main campaign? Well, guess what? It didn't take me as many tries as the top 3 on this list, so... To explain, the reason why it's so high is because it's the last level, and also the scuffedest shit beginning that this level has. And then after the beginning, you realize that it's secretly a sequel level to level 7 with hints of level 4 stuffed in there, except this time, it has all the fish. And remember when I said that this game fakes you out from time to time? Of course you don't, because I haven't talked about it since number 10. Well, this level takes the cake for the longest fake out in the game, clocking in at 12 seconds before he throws the fastest fish in the game at you. Tim is a certified dick. And once again, this is the part of the video where I reveal that I f***ing lied to you. In the beginning of the game, I said that stopping fish with a stop sign is all the story you get. Well, I left out one crucial piece of information, is that all the characters in the game occasionally have something called Spaghetti Night. And you do not miss Spaghetti Night. He turned it into a level. Yeah, he just took the concept of Spaghetti Night, turned it into a song, and then turned that song into a level in the game. And it's pretty hard. I spent 36 minutes trying to beat this level because A, I played it when the DLC immediately dropped, meaning that there wasn't any game footage I could go off of, and B, this one f***ing tuna. It took me so long to figure out the timing for this heel of a fish, it's not even funny. But you wanna know what I did find funny? The music played during level 13, also known as... And to be fair, the fishing patterns aren't really hard and it starts out really mellow, but then the music kicks in. And I'm not playing a meme song off the internet, this is the actual music played in the game. And this song right here is where the challenge of the level comes in. It's because he's not even playing a cohesive melody on the recorders that throws you off your rhythm and then beats you with the phone book on the torso. Because as any Chicago cop will tell you, a phone book doesn't leave bruises. And by process of elimination, the only level left to talk about is level 10. Oh my god, this level can go die in a hole. After playing this level, I now know for a fact that this level is actively trying to give me carpal tunnel. And I just realized the pun in that. I hate myself. Although that would be a great name for a level in the game. Do you want to know how long it took me to beat this goddamn level? It took me 1 hour. And before the DLC came out, I beat the game in almost 4. And you want to know why it took me an hour to beat this level? Because I'm an idiot. And also, it's really hard to do the input of multiple swordfish one after another because every time I keep doing it, I accidentally overclick and that counts for the other swordfish, meaning I miss out on a perfect score. In other words, the swordfish are jerks in this game. In conclusion, despite the fact that I was negative during a lot of these levels, I would like to point out that this game is really fun and enjoyable and fun And that you should buy it on Steam because it's only $8 right now. And despite the fact that some of these levels made me want to pull my hair out, I still found it really enjoyable. Also, you should support Tim and buy this game. And if more DLC comes out, which there eventually will, I'm not gonna make another video on it because that's too much work. And also, I have a licensed version of the game, so please don't take this video down or copyright it. Please and thank you.